don't know. Send. Welcome everyone. All right. Where's it? How's it going, everyone? I don't know why. It's Tuesday today. I don't know why I keep thinking that it's Monday. This month, the timing has just been so weird. Okay, let me just set everything. Do you have... I just did my hair, so if you see me with the socks in, like the socks in here, I like to kind of add them after I kind of like blow dry my hair so the curl can stay. I'm trying a new technique. I will share with you in a second. Let me just get this. And I actually been loving how my hair it's been feeling, how it's been. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me put it right here. And okay, so I was telling you about the hair. I just literally just style my hair, but one of the things that I do is I like to wrap it on. I actually just use the socks exclusively for keeping like my blowout just in there. So that's what I normally do after I blow dry this side. I kind of like wrap it on the sock and just get ready with the day. But sometimes when I'm like getting ready, it's just in the face, you know. But you can totally kind of like pin it, whatever works for you. But at the night, I normally sleep with them. They're like the comfortable, and I just do two. I got this one last year. Where did I got it at? Costco. But they are long, so you want to make sure that you find like a long sock, and I recommend it to be kind of like this kind of like fluffy polyester material. And like I say, I only use it, I bought this with the intention to only use it for my hair, so I do have them. And so yeah, so I just did that, and while I was blow drying my hair, I like to put some eye patches. I did today, which one did I did today? I did the mix-in because I love their eye patches, but I did the Sika. This one's, let me show you. I did this one. I'm actually the Sika Hydrogel. This one right here. Right here, because I'm also on YouTube. We are multi-streaming. I'm really excited because we're on YouTube right now and Twitch. So hi, if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. We are growing the YouTube, so let's keep the grind. Okay, so so I was telling you. Okay, so for today for my hair, it was clean day, so that means that I shampoo and just like styling. And one of the things that I've been doing lately, and it really works, is like once I like shower, I style my hair, and the style normally lasts me like 2 days. Lately, I like a shampoo, and one of the techniques that I've been loving is after I shampoo, I don't do a conditioner, I do the K18. I actually love it. However, I noticed that I wanted like more hydration because I normally put them. So you want to shampoo, make sure it's like towel dry, and I normally do 2 pumps on one side and 2 pumps in the other one because my hair is long. So I just start from like the ends to the up. After that, I've been mixing this one. This is a Korean brand. So this is called Grwm, and it's the no wash treatment. Let me see on TikTok if I can add it to the live, so that way you see. I actually been loving this one. Here's the thing. If you're gonna try it for the first time, make sure that you're not adding a conditioner, because this is similar to this. You want to use it after the shampoo, but you don't want to do any conditioner. I know it sounds weird, but I actually like to method, and I have seen how my hair is actually getting healthy. Okay, so let me look for the product and let me see. And if it's not, you can go to my link that is on YouTube, Twitch, and I have it on my storefront. It's there. You're gonna see it's on storefront. But because I'm on TikTok Live, there is certain names that I, you know how they are. And so yeah, so I've been using this. If you apply too much, this is one thing that can happen. And if you don't kind of like blow dry and heat, it can get too kind of like greasy. So you kind of want to balance. A little bit goes all the way, right? So you kind of want to like do little, just as this one, you only say no more than 4 pumps. Do not do more than 4 pumps because you're gonna have an excess of product and it's just not gonna be really cute on your hair. So I've been doing this too, and I actually love the finish, and especially that glossy healthy look is this. But this, I do it first because I want to make sure that my roots and all my ends gets, I mean, not my roots, my ends and all my hair gets this treatment for the to repair my hair. And today for the curls, I used this again. I've been having some kind of like, I stopped using it and then it come back, and today I was like, I want my curls to stay while I was using my air wrap. So what I did is when it was time to like curl it with the air wrap, I just do a light, spray it, and I actually like the results. I normally spray it on really wet hair, so this time I kind of like did it on, I will say almost dry, because I went with the air wrap and curl it. So that's why I love to do this sock, so you can see how beautiful it looks. And after I kind of like blow dry, I normally like wrap it for like 20 minutes and just like, we call it a day. And I do this at night too. And this is the only one that I can actually sleep on it. And sometimes I even use it as a pillow. But like I was telling you, I bought this specifically for my hair. So I have never used them for my face. So that's that. And I have 3 of them because I remember it came on a pack of 3. I got them at Costco last year. I haven't seen them this year, to be honest. I actually went back and looked for them and I haven't seen them. So let's remove the eye patch. I did some eye patch because my I'm super sensitive, and when the weather change, I get super like allergies and around my eyes. That's when I see that it gets super dry and itchy, and it get really irritating. There's only one brand that I know that I can use on my eyes, and that's Mixin. So today I did the Mixin Hydro Gel Cica. The Cica is for the centella. So centella asiatica is really gonna soothe. It's gonna help us to soothe and give the love that my eyes require. So that's why I choose this one. But I've been having it for like 30 minutes. One of the stuff that I love about this ones is that actually you can leave it for 15 minutes. It's safe to leave it for 15 minutes, but you can leave it way over 15 minutes. I have the Cica. I have all of them because they're 3. I have the Cica, the Collagen, and the Vein. I love them all. But because today I really want to soothe and give, a little bit of love, I choose the Cica. Let's start. So let's remove this. I love, it's super hydrated because it was, like I say, it was dry, and and they're really sensitive. So I'm gonna be gentle when I'm applying my concealer. I was gonna add something to the TikTok shop if you're watching us live. I was telling you about this one, the no wash treatment. Let me see. And let me check the, if I don't read you comments, are you crying? No, I'm not crying. What be that? No. What I was gonna say? The treatment. Okay, my ADHD is just like, okay, here it is. I just added to the shop this one. It's there if you wanna check them out. Like I say, I do like it, but just don't over apply product, because then you're gonna see that your hair is way too oily. Okay, so let's start with the skincare. I just literally remove my eye patches. My skin has been really sensitive. Like I was telling you, I get a lot of allergies during this season because the weather changed. So my skin, this is what my skin goes for. It gets a little bit dehydrated. So we're gonna hydrate it. And what's the bag today? I normally like, let's see. All right, so let's just start with the toner. Here it is, the Centella Asiatica. You're gonna see that I'm gonna be using a lot of the mix-in products, and that's because I love them. My body just love them, but I also love the bundles, and I'm gonna just be pinning the best bundles. If you're looking for a complete set, like double cleansing to hydration, this is one. This one's gonna have the toner. I actually like to add the pump. I add the pump so it's easy to apply it. So I just go like this. It feels so nice. You want to let them set for 30 seconds until your next product. But while I do that, normally this is when I start adding energy. I'm gonna be using my Medicube.
Booster mode, level 1, microcurrent, derma shot, level.
And I'm gonna be doing the derma shot. So I like to use a lot of energy on my daily rituals. The reason why is because I like to work from the inside using energy frequencies, so I can actually rejuvenate and repair my collagen fibers, boost the collagen, and everything of this is holistic without having to go and get like injectables. Used to do that, I just stopped doing it. I start having side effects on some of them, so I was just like, no. So as a licensed esthetician, I do understand how frequency works on your skin cells, how they actually react. And depending on the frequency, when it's no invasive, like for example, this modality, it just really gonna create a new memory, like a new skin cell memory, a new muscle memory. This one, for example, it's channeling the energy of microcurrent energy. So microcurrent energy is one of there is a couple of energies that I love to actually infuse on my body, especially for my skin, so I can rejuvenate from within holistically. So one of them is microcurrent, because microcurrent is gonna get to the muscle level and start creating this muscle contraction. So for example, after my toner, I normally go with my essence, and I'm looking for my oxygen machine, but I left it in my bedroom. I'm at the studio right now, so I'm just like, but this is, for example, the Centella Asiatica by Mix-In. I like this essence. It's a Korean brand that is actually designed with the minimal but most purest element, and it's also designed for really sensitive skin. And that's why I love it. But this one in a specific is pure Centella Asiatica. So Centella Asiatica, what's gonna do, if you're acne prone, this is gonna be your best friend. And I am acne prone. So this is gonna help us to hydrate, it's antibacterial, so which we know that acne is a bacteria. So just gonna help us to nourish, but at the same time it's really soothing. So if you're watching me looking at it like this, I actually am live on TikTok. If you see a lot of the stuff that I'm showing, I do have it on my TikTok shop, or you can go to the link on the storefront. Okay. And let me know if you have any question. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna be doing my hyaluronic acid serum. This is gonna give me a little bit more of a hydration. Hyaluronic acid serum is one of my go-to, especially all of the year, but especially during the fall and winter, because we tend to lose a lot of water. So which is it's gonna make your skin feel like dehydrated basically. So I don't know if you can see. This one is the texture. Let me show you. I'm trying to like, the texture of this hyaluronic serum is just liquidy, but you can control it. But one of the stuff that I love about this one is that it only have 4 main ingredients, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, I love this brand professionally also because I know that you're gonna get the best quality and you're gonna get the elements that your skin actually needs. So this one in specific, you can find them in a bundle, you can find them by itself. This one, it's made with only 4 ingredients. So the first ingredient that we're gonna find in there is hyaluronic acid, but it actually is 3 ingredients. They have 3 different hyaluronic acid molecules, and also it have glacier water. So it does gonna help us to go deeper on the skin because the molecule size, but it also gonna help us to retain the water on our skin. That's why hyaluronic acid is really I will say popular, because the molecule size is smaller, so it goes deeper, and it also like keeps the water in your skin, which you are actually gonna feel more hydrated. Okay, so this is when I'm keep infusing my energy. So this one is the specific I was telling you that I like because it does create those microcurrent. I don't know if you can see it here, the muscle contraction. So this is infusing microcurrent energy. So you wanna, if you're looking for toning and rejuvenate, but you don't want to do invasive treatments, you do want to add this type of modalities on your skincare ritual. And you just don't want to add it once a week, because you do want to create a cellular memory and a muscle memory. And if you don't do that, you're just not gonna create that pattern within you. So you kind of want to use it every day for 4 minutes. They're no invasive, and that's why you want to use it more often, because the frequency level is on a low dose, but you want, like, it does gonna make a change. Let me know if that makes sense. But you can see it. So how I'm working right now on my skin is like, because I don't use injectables, I do want to work on my muscle on my forehead. So instead of paralyzing my muscle, which normally that's what the Botox do, we want to work with the muscle, create that muscle contraction, right? And create the strength with our muscle. And with the LED therapy, what we're doing is like we're working on a dermis level with our collagen fiber, stimulating. So holistically, it's gonna start creating their, repairing their own collagen fibers, and you're gonna start creating your collagen. And all of this is gonna happen holistically. That's, if you really want to push it, that's when you go to the invasive treatments like laser and all that. But I just don't want to go there, because I know that organically, holistically, my body, my skin cells, and my muscle can actually regenerate and create a new memory. And that's what is just fascinating. And I've been doing this for 14 years, and I do specialize on energy as a holistic esthetician. So I do infuse a lot of this, and this is something that I work with, like energy. I do believe that 80% of your skincare ritual, it needs to be energy frequency, and then the 20 your skincare, because the skincare always gonna stay on the top of your skin. It doesn't gonna go to the dermis, it doesn't gonna go to the muscle, it only stay on the top. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. I don't have a cat. Okay, so how do you like it? Which one, hon? I'm sorry if I'm just like looking at the comments right now, but which one do you ask me, Mama Kels? Which one do I like it? And okay, so after the serum, I normally, oh, and another thing that's super important if you end wanting to add this type of modality, because I know it's an investment, but if you think about it, you're gonna be using it every day. It's gonna be less than going to your you know, even to a spa, because on a spa, on a med spa, you normally get more than one treatment in order to actually create a change. This one, the microcurrent energy, any type of energy that you're channeling, when it goes to the muscle and it creates that kind of like electric, like that muscle contraction, you want to use a water-based serum, essence. Make sure that you haven't added anything that you have oil-based, like a cream, because the frequency is actually doesn't gonna travel to your muscle. So it actually gonna stay, let me show you. It only gonna stay on the top of your skin. So your skin is divided by layers, as we know. So your skincare actually gonna stay here on the top, probably just gonna go up to here. But on here, this is where we have the collagen, this is where we have our elasticine fiber, and then we have our muscle here. So this energy is gonna travel all the way here. But if we add like oil, just gonna block that energy flow. So we wanna make sure that we're using the, like, we know how we're using this energy. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you know, if you have any questions. Let's go to the next step. I normally, like I say, I like to use this one, especially right now on my forehead, because I'm working on this area. And versus my next modality that I'm gonna be using is infuse the microcurrent energy, the LED. It gonna do all that, but the shape, it's a little bit different because it's actually mimicking the Gusha the Gusha technique. So you're infusing the ancient wisdom with the new technology, frequency like LED and microcurrent energy, warmth therapy. You do gonna get another effect versus this one where you are actually just concentrated here. So this one, for example, right now I'm using it a lot on my forehead. So I go like that, and on this area, this is where I'm gonna actually start sculpting and make sure that I'm activating my lymphatic system so I can let go of the toxins. Because if we're holding toxin, we're gonna have a puffy face. That makes sense? Okay, so for this one, I'm not gonna be using, it does have microcurrent energy, but I'm not gonna be using that energy. I'm actually gonna be using, let me show you. It does have the cold therapy, which it actually works, and I'm really surprised. And it have the warm therapy. So I'm gonna be using the warm therapy. Let me actually make sure that I pin this one if you wanna check it out on the TikTok shop. If it's not, I have it on the storefront right there. And also let me know if you have any questions. So I did the serum. Let's go and do, I forgot to do the vitamin C serum. I'm actually gonna just do a couple of drops. I've been loving my vitamin C in the mornings. Vitamin C you wanna use in the mornings. So I normally working on this area where I have my acne scar, because I wanna work with the texture and the acne scars. So vitamin C, you do wanna use it on acne scars, but you don't wanna use it on active acne. It's gonna be too harsh for your skin. You wanna work first on controlling and letting go of the bacteria, and then working with the scarring. So I just apply it. And something, I do have to share something with you. I just been finding that I love to use this part of my hand to apply some my creams and my skincare, because at the same time, when I apply it and I have it here, I'm actually working, and I don't know if I can tell you. So this is something that I do so I can actually activate my lymphatic system and also sculpt my face. That's something that you can do if you don't have this type of modality. It does gonna take a little bit more time. One of the reasons that I love frequency, and I do suggest to incorporate your skincare routine, is because we cannot mimic what ultrasonic vibration do, that is actually creating 1,000 vibration per second. So you're gonna go more deeper, and those frequency are gonna activate like the lymphatic system, the blood circulation. You do gonna activate a lot of like systems within seconds, versus with the hand, it needs to kind of like warm up, right? So after that, let's go and do my cream, and I'm gonna be using the bean cream, this one right here. The bean cream is one of my favorite. I actually use it to prime my skin. It's my go-to. It's my must-have. I love it. I actually stopped using my favorite primers because this is just works wonders. And especially for winter, my bean cream, I love it at night. I've been doing this and mixing it with milk serum to do kind of this night mask. In the mornings, my skin just wake up super like soft and hydrated because between this season, my skin just get allergies and it gets sensitive, and I need to give them the care that it does require. Let me know if you have any questions. And don't forget the neck, please. Okay, so let's start sculpting. So at the end with the creams, that's when I like to work with the gusha. And obviously, like I was telling you, my energy is a must-have. Just doing this a couple seconds a day, you really is gonna start seeing the difference. I like to start from the eye, like this, and just go up. One of the kind of like systems that I have is I normally like to go, whatever I do here, I go and mimic to the other side. So I normally like to do like either 2, 3, 6, or 9 strain, depending on how deep or fast I want the massage or the ritual that day. Like I'm doing like 3 right now, but you can do 6 if you want more like a spa treatment. You can do 9, but the thing is like you be consistent. Even for like if you do it daily 3 times on each area, that's okay, but you're doing that. And another thing that I would recommend it is like don't do it really fast. Really allow the energy to start working with your with your skin. It's a little bit different because you are not doing manually. The energy is actually doing the job for you. So we're working smarter, not harder. So we just need to make sure. I normally do go like this. I'm sorry, to allow this to work. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm going on one way on, and that's the way that I'm working because I do want to work with my lymphatic system. So I want to make sure that I'm draining the toxin. I'm kind of like helping my lymphatic system to actually drain everything. And I don't need to put a lot of pressure. That's another thing that I like, because again, because we're using the gusha, and the gusha, but it's infusing and channeling this frequency. It just making everything like 100 times. Yeah, you're going deeper, definitely. And instead of like doing a 10 minutes or 3 minutes, you're doing probably like a minute, because I'm pretty sure like a minute's worth like 10 minutes of like a deep massage, because again, you're doing 1,000 vibrations per second. I cannot even do that as a human and do that on my client's body. It's just impossible for me to do it. That's why when you go to the spa, we infuse this type of frequency, because we know how it works on a cellular level, on a muscle level, and how faster and how they're gonna accelerate everything 10 times faster. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Let's go. Dismiss. Okay, got it. Let's go to the next step. Let me just kind of like fix this. Okay, the next step, what's gonna be the next step is, because I already primed my skin, I'm probably gonna do some SPF. But today I'm gonna be using the SPF that is on my BB cream. I've been actually loving this. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw it just right now. Okay, hold on. Let me just take this out of the way. So that's so weird. Okay, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, so this is the one that I'm using. I've been using the Misha. This is a Korean brand, and I actually like it. I love how it goes to the skin, and the coverage is just like amazing. I'm gonna go on this side so you can see. And I like the pump. So if you get this one, it have the SPF. There is one that doesn't have the SPF, just in case you know, you just don't want it with SPF. What's going on? Why this? Well, let's work with what we have right now. And I'm gonna be using one of my tanning mints because I love applying everything cream with a tanning mint. I'm using the G Queen. You can find it on our shop too. Okay. And the reason that I like to do this is because a beauty blender will absorb a lot of the product. So I like to use normally my beauty blender on my eyes because it's just easy to go in there. But when it comes about foundation, it just makes sense because when you apply your tanning, you use tanning mints because you want it to be flawless. You want it to don't have the strengths that your fingers or a brush or even a beauty blender will leave. But this one, I don't know if you can see. If you pat it, you're gonna get more full coverage. If you go like this, you kind of want to sheer cover it. So it depends also. But because this one, again, it's like full coverage, but obviously if you blend it too much, it's just gonna be blend. It just makes sense. But sometimes I just like to pat it and just go like on my neck area, under my eyes. And you can see the coverage right away, like how it just removed my dark eyes right away. And it just, one of the stuff that I love about it is like it's made with superfoods. This one, it is made with the other one is made with superfood, which I'm pretty sure this is the same formula, just with the SPF. And yeah, high coverage. Where is the other one? This is the other one. And it does have the beet, carrot, cabbage, blueberry, eggplant, and it's formulated with fermented bifida. So, and you can, like, right away you can feel it on your skin. Okay. So I just applied the BB cream, right? So sometimes I just leave it like that and that's it. When I just want like a more all natural, don't want to wear makeup, I just want a little bit of coverage, this is one that I've been loving. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of blush, contour, and let's start. Let me actually, do we add the contour? Hold on. Okay, let me do also. Let me do a flash sale on our liquid wipes. Total purchase limit 5. Okay. Duration 20 minutes. Okay. Let me do a flash sale while we do this. Okay. So we're gonna have our glow wipes on sale. This one, this is what I use when I remove my makeup. This is actually, instead of my wipies, like instead of regular wipies, I only use this one. Where is the little bag? There they are. Hold on, give me just 1 second. So I love them because it comes with their mesh bag here. And this all is gonna start soon. It's gonna be on $14. And if you get 2 items, you get free shipping, or or shipping, I believe, is $4, or you just need to spend $30 on the Skin Mantra shop. Yes. So they look, I mean, they're pretty big, and it's actually made with, let me show you. It's actually made with bamboo and cotton, so it's a blend of both. So it's gonna be soft on the skin, but at the same time it's gonna be safe for the planet and your skin too. So you use that water. It's designed with two, so you can actually use it through your double cleanse technique, which I love. It removes everything. And they're so easy to wash. You just try on your washer or you just hand wash it however you like it. But it just amazing. And it is important to double cleanse. I don't know. How do you normally cleanse your face? Do you just use a white base? Do you just use a cleanser? Do you double cleanse? And double cleanse is using your first cleanse is not using a white base, actually using a cleanse of oil, like an oil base. No micellar water, like an oil base. And the second cleanse, it needs to be a water base from cleansing. That can be like a micellar water. It can be foam, whatever, like anything. But the first cleanse needs to be an oil cleanse. So same thing. I'm gonna be using the same tanning mint. Okay, so I don't know if you can see how soft and just fast remove, like it blends. Now I'm not doing my concealer right now. I'm leaving that at the end because the technique that I'm doing, I noticed that if I use the concealer right at like before I apply the blush, I need to go again with the concealer and kind of like clean it. You're gonna see what I mean. Let me know if in TikTok you can see it's on sale, the reusable white piece. Okay. So I normally, like I say, I normally go and grab the liquid. I'm so sorry, my puppies are out of control. They probably someone outside dropping like a mail or something. Like seriously, they're just wild. Okay, so I like to, one of the stuff that I love about this type of washes is that you can actually create your own color and it looks so pretty. Let me drink some water. Okay, so with again, I'm still using my tanning mane, and the reason why is because again it blends everything and it doesn't really absorb a lot of the product. What is going on? What in the world is going on outside? Okay, you see how is creating that. You want it to be a little bit more on the bright side if you want to add powder. I like to add powder, and that's why I've been loving this technique, because instead of like using a foundation, a powder, blush, and then a little bit more bronzer, and keep adding powders and powders, I just using creams and then one powder. That's why I'm like really loving and aligning with this technique. And it also is really simple because you don't need a lot of like brushes between the blending and all of that, because again I'm just using the same tool, the tanning mint. And this one you can find it again, you can find it in our shop here at Skin Mantra, the shop, and it's there on the back right here, because right now we have Pinot Flash Sale or Let Glow wipe. This is what I use to remove my makeup. Instead of the white beads, you just add water. They're reusable and washable, and they're double layers, so you can, I don't know if you can see, they're double layers, so it does gonna help you to remove all the makeup. But not only that, it's made with a bamboo and cotton fibers instead of using microfibers. They can be really harsh on the skin and the planet too. So if you get two, you get free shipping. Okay, so you can see how it just like blends. You want it to look like that. You want it to go a little bit more bright. That's something that you do want to do. Now I'm gonna go with my concealer, and I'm just kind of like Now this is the MAC Studio Fix. I do believe that it's on the back. If it's not, just comment and I will add and pin it if you want to add it right now to your TikTok shop bag. Okay, so this is the only way, like I'm telling you, this is I've been using for the eyes, but sometimes I like to go with the beauty blender and just kind of like do my concealer with this, especially because the pointy thing is just easy to get on this area mainly, and this. And I'm just gonna bring it here so I can even it out the little bit redness that I have there. And like I say, I'm just talking to you, kind of like explaining how I'm doing this technique and why I've been loving it. But you can do it like in a couple minutes. And what I love about this is like, even if you kind of like messed up, like, oh, I put too much of the liquid blush, with the powder, it's just gonna even it out. Like you need to put a lot, like a lot. Like for example, a color that sometimes I'm kind of scared, and I'm just gonna do it just to show you, is this one. So, but it looks so pretty once you add the powder. You do kind of want to blend it, keep it like that, going up and back like this. Don't try to go in circles. You see how I'm kind of like tapping it but going like this. Especially this color, you know, when for winter it just looks so pretty with the snow and just your face, and it's just like OP, like, oh, I'm cold. I don't know. In summer too. I mean, it's one of my favorites. But you see how it's bright. You're gonna see how with the powder it's just gonna even it out. Sometimes I even use it here, and I really got all the colors, and I've just kind of like been playing on like adding and creating my own like blush. Okay, so we did the concealer, we did the blush, and now we're gonna be doing, let me just put a little bit of concealer here. It's a little bit more red. Here. Now we're gonna be setting the makeup. Okay, perfect. We're gonna set the makeup, and for setting the makeup, okay, so I use two type of powders. Use one for under the eyes and then for the whole face. For under the eyes, I try to go either with a loose powder or something lighter. Like this. And just press it. I mean, this is a mineral powder, but I just press it. The coverage on this one, I believe, is like, I will say light to medium. Is not full coverage. It's not even considered a powder foundation. When you buy powders that are saying, hey, this is a powder foundation, that's another story, right? So you kind of want to be aware of that. Like, for example, the way that I build my makeup today is to be, I will say, full coverage, because we did the BB cream, but I would say that was a nice full coverage, that it doesn't look like a heavy makeup, but it does gonna give you the skin like with a little bit of even it, because you can see that I still have like the acne scars showing there, but it's like, it's low. After that, I'm gonna go with a powder foundation. This is by Bare Minerals. I actually been loving this one. Let me put it right here. I got the shade, what shade did I got? Fair 17 Neutral. You do want to either find your match on, there is a website that allow you to find your match. I think if you go to Google and just type foundation, find how do you say find match? foundation match master or something like that, you go to Google, you're gonna find it. The website is not like the modern website, but you literally just enter the your foundations that you currently have that actually match your tone, and you add the brand, and it let you know depending on what is it. Like for example, if you want to know which one is it, you enter it and you're gonna give you the same a similar shade, and you kind of also use your own judgment. So for this one, it gave me like different shades, so I kind of like go with my intuition too, and I did match it. I still want to go one shade lighter for winter because it's a little bit I will say bronzy, because I know it's getting bronzy. Yeah, okay, but it's a great powder because one of the stuff that I love about it and that I was reading about it is that you can use it two ways. You can also use it wet, which I honestly, I don't, just doesn't align with me for so many reasons. Like sanitation wise, it's like, what will you be adding water on your powder? I add like water, or like right now I will say that it's a little bit humid because the foundation and the BB cream, I mean the BB cream and the cream, so it does kind of give us, help us to be like a little bit more covered, but still it's really nice because it just, let me show you. So I normally use a fluffy brush. It comes with their sponge, but honestly I don't like to use the sponges. Again, sanitize, like it just holds a lot of bacteria and it doesn't get the job done. This is the sponge it comes with. I'm the sponge girl, okay, unless it's like a beauty blender, but it's, or this, but that's it. When it comes to a powder, I like to use this. Okay, so I'm gonna start on my T-zone. I don't know if you can see. So this is gonna give you more like a full coverage, but because I'm using more like a fluffy brush, it just gonna go, I will say sheer, because it's not gonna be direct as the sponge added there. Hold on, one of my lighting just like. So I'm going on the brush, and I don't know if you can see how it's just smoothing everything already, and how it just look everything so smooth. So that's why I love this technique, and it's really easy. Because after this, you just don't need to add any blush unless you want that and you feel like, hey, you know what? Maybe I need a little bit more. You can, but you know. Okay, so you can see how it just like looks natural. The contour is there, so that's that. And after that, I do like to use mist as a setting spray, but not the ones that say 24 hours. I just don't like those. When it comes about setting sprays, I like it to be more natural. I mean, it's like hairsprays, right? There is sprays that it's just a little bit too thick, but it will make it stay for a long time. I'm more like, I just don't want to feel the product and I want it to be natural, less chemical. So I normally go with the setting spray, with the mist spray. I'm using the one by Mixin. I actually love this one, how it just actually keeps, I like dewy finish, okay? So I feel like I'm a little bit mild with the powder, and this one is just gonna make it a little bit more dewy. If you like matte, then I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend another type of like setting spray. Okay, let's now go and do, hold on, let me check on TikTok and Twitch. Okay, how are we looking? Okay, no, we're good. Okay, so what time is it? Because okay, we still have 20 minutes. Let me hurry up. Okay, so after the powder, sorry, I'm just kind of like aligning my thoughts and actions. So that was the powder. After the powder, I like to use, like I was telling you, I like to use the mist. So this is, I normally like to do this before I actually apply my mascara so it doesn't transfer. So you can do it after the powder if you're not gonna add. Okay, and a little bit goes all the way, but I like to get more. Okay, after that, normally this is when I add my highlighter. And the reason why is because it's just gonna blend more like your own skin instead of like powder. Okay, you see that? It's beautiful. There's a little bit here, don't forget here, and we got it. A little bit goes all the way. And what else? So we did that. On the eyes, we can leave them like that. I honestly don't have anything on. Should we, do you want me to add anything? Let me know. And on the eyebrows, I'm just gonna like do a little bit of like the gel. Just to kind of like brush it. Okay. Okay, mascara. Let's go with the mascara. Let me add the mascara. Do we have the mascara here? If you don't see a product that I show you and you just want to see it right now, let me know because I didn't organize and I'm working on that to organize, me and my team to organize better the products, but sometimes it's just so random, you know. I normally have my go-to products that, like the blushes and stuff like that, but sometimes I just forget to add all the products because there are a lot. Well, not that a lot, I will say like 20. Okay, so my lighting just went off. Let me look for the mascara because this is a good mascara. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, so now what we're gonna be doing is, let me see if this works. Okay, there it is. The line just won't come back. Okay, so for the mascara, I'm gonna be using, I like the ribbon wrap lashes. This is one of my favorite to use on the top. So I'm gonna be using that on the top. On the bottom, I like my go-to, the extended play lash. I've been using this for years. And when I say years, I mean it. Like probably like since they launched it like back in, oh my God, 2016, 2015. A long time ago. And it's one of my favorite formulas, still there. And you know when MAC leave their product for so long is because the formula is the best. It's a good one. So I'm gonna be using this one, but this one I use on the top because on the top I have more long lashes but I want volume. So this one, it's a good one because right away the brush is really good. I don't know if you can see it. So it does gonna grab every lash. But the formula, what I like about it is that it kind of start building. It's a little bit thick, so it kind of builds. But also the formula, I do like it because it's easy to remove at the end of the day. That's one thing that I notice. Because that's one thing that I also look when I shop mascara is like the formula. I normally avoid waterproof. The reason that I avoid waterproof is because normally you need to use, they're really more harsh on, not harsh, but they use the strong elements to make it stay and make sure like water resistant. Can you imagine just going to the water and don't move? It's crazy. Can you imagine, like, It's like foods, just to make it a normal organic food lasted way too long. They use oh my god, I forgot the name. They use forgot the name. Conservadores. I don't even know if I say that right in English. But you know that's really bad for your for your body. Same thing on makeup. Like the more that they say, hey, this is gonna stay, all that, it's like, yeah, the more chemicals that they're using to make sure that they just, it's water resistant. So you need to use like oil. Make sure that the oil remover that you're using is like really good to, I don't know, it just know my vibe, to be honest. Is really harsh to remove at the end. You really make sure that you need to get them out of there. And I noticed that I lose a lot of lashes when I use a waterproof mascara. I only use it, you're only gonna see me using them when I'm like going to the like water, like I'm going on vacation or I'm gonna be on water. It's like rare. But normally the formulas that I like to go with is like water resistant, and waterproof is totally different. Water resistant is like if you sweat, it's gonna stay there. But if you go to water, then no, that you want waterproof. So I like water resistant. That's a good one because I also don't like to get transfers. So normally water resistant, it's gonna guarantee me that. So this is one of those. But you didn't, I mean, with mascaras, especially, you kind of need to build it. It takes time. You will think it's easy, but it's like, no, you need to brush it and kind of like, you see how I'm going here? But this is what I'm saying. It's really easy to kind of like work. And the more that you go with it, the more that the product kind of build up and it takes you lash. So this is a formula that I actually been loving. Before this, I'm still love this mascara. This one is, I do have it on the shop. I'm having fun with, like, I'm really giving a try. I like to put them on a test and then decide if we let it go or we keep it. So this is the other one. This is my go-to. This is extended play lash. This is water resistant. One of the stuff that I love about the formula is they actually remove with warm water. So when I'm removing my makeup, I normally use warm water. So it's just gonna make it really easy. This formula does the same thing. And one of the funny things about this is that this is by Too Faced and this is by MAC. Both are owned by Estee Lauder Corporate, so they use their own facility to. They don't share the same formulation, but if they have a good formula, they will make sure they elevate the brand and all of their brands. That's why, I mean, they do have good. And I know they just recently they bought it, so they've been elevating their formula. So that's why they're coming out with a lot of like, oh, new this, new that, and because they're elevating the Estee Lauder family, is sharing some secrets. Yeah, and that's like, honestly, that's the beauty industry. There are only two. Especially when it comes about makeup, as a professional makeup artist, you do want to get a good formulation, like good for the skin, no toxic. And I normally tend to lean to MAC, Too Faced, a lot of the Estee Lauder corporate, like Estee Lauder brands that they own, they do have good formulation. Then we have L'Oreal, and I don't know what do you use from there. I mean, they do own a lot of but I normally don't go a lot with that. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me see. Okay. And make sure to follow us, subscribe to your YouTube, and go to our link and you're going to find our social media there. Okay, we're on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, I just start on Twitch too. So go and follow us there. TikTok shop, follow us. So we can just grow. Now, let me go to the next step, which is gonna be lips. What should we do on the lips? Okay. Let me see. So I think we got everything. I mean, we just did a little bit simple right now. I'm not gonna do all glam. But you know, I'm ready for the life. If I get a call to go to a dinner, I will say yes. And probably a little bit of eyeshadow, but we got it. Just in case, you know, just in case. Okay, one thing that I gonna do is like, I don't know if you can see, but there is some, okay, I need some lips before, well, there is some lips like mascara here. So I like to grab like a brush like this. I mean, I know it's dirty, but it's my eyebrow brush. I normally have my eyebrow brush and just go like that. Once it's dry, right? So if you get any transfer, just don't freak out. Let it be until it completely dries. And like this. And that's it. Got it? That's it. It's simple. So you don't have to freak out. It will happen to me so many times when I will do someone's makeup, especially with the bottom lashes. Oh my goodness. Or the top lashes. I will say stay down, and they always look up. Yeah. So can you imagine with the whole like full eyes done and then boom, mascara is there, you're like freaking out. No, no more. Okay. I'm just gonna define my lips a little bit because they're just too... I like to leave the like the foundation and everything that is there because it's just gonna make it stay longer. You don't have to remove all that. It's actually gonna be so much easy. And I think I'm gonna be using this Kiss by Anastasia. I love this one. If you're looking for like a matte velvet, but you don't like the lipstick type, but you want like a liquid, you're gonna love this one. They're so soft. They're really built, like they're belty. They're literally that, just so smooth. And the way that it's applied, I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you. Try to, okay, you see the angle, so it's gonna be easy to get these areas. You really don't gonna need like eyeliner, I mean lip liner. You see, it's a beautiful what color is this? Kiss. And it doesn't dry out. I've been having this for a couple months now, and it's just like, and it, even if you keep adding, doesn't like peel. You know when you keep adding lipstick, especially this type of like formulas, I don't know if they transfer, like I need to make sure that they dry, but I'm not sure if they will transfer. Okay. It's beautiful, huh? So pretty. And like I say, I don't even have eyeshadow. We didn't do eyeshadow. It was just like lashes. I didn't even put anything down. I normally like to add some bronzer even down here. Just to open it more. Okay. That's if you just want to like elevate it just a little bit. But you see how it just smooth everything? There it is. Okay, there it is. Let me know if you have any questions. Yo creo que ya me voy a ir. I think I'm gonna wrap up right now. And because I have an appointment at 2. Another tip that I can give is like you can use your own bronzer and just like a blending brush and just go like that. It will give it more dimension to your eyes. And it will look more natural if you just want that no makeup. Like I want to put makeup, but I just don't want them to think that I have a lot of makeup type of thing. Especially because I just recently moved from like Cali to the Midwest, and I can see the difference when it comes to makeup application and how I used to. Yeah, it's just different. Here's more natural, in which I do love, because I mean lately I just start my like more natural era, and here like if you just go all full makeup like you're in California, it's just I mean it's not weird, but just like they're not used to. I just love the fact that they just embrace more their own natural beauty, and I'm just loving it. But that's something that I noticed. So I've been kind of like changing a little bit more my technique of like, hey, I don't have a lot of makeup, but there's like this little things that it will elevate the look. I mean, right now I can see it. Like I can see the difference. How it you don't notice it, but it's there. Okay, there it is. Okay. Let me know if you have any question. Who was this here? Oh my god, thank you for the gift. Who was that? Michelle. Thank you. Michelle. Hi. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, here it is. Okay. You can see the lashes because the filter was like giving me lashes, but you can see how big they are. Like, yeah, if you really want to lift them up, what I do is like once everything like the mascara dried up, I like to go with a curler. Let me see. Okay, espérame, ahí va. Thank you for the gift. Oh, love Latinos. Oh, gracias. Okay, let me show you. I buy it. So you put it here, and now you press it, but not too much. Actually, I like this curler because it's not like, oh. You just need to make sure that we are, yeah. There it is. Do you what do you mean a 360 spin? Honey, I know Circus Soleil here. No. Okay, let me see. Okay, you just need to make sure that all the lashes are there. That's one thing with the curlers. Like, if you just need to make sure that you're curling all your lashes. And they're all there. Okay, I think they're all there. Okay. Okay, there it is. Oh, we got it. Okay, we got it. I think I'm gonna keep the lips like that matte, but I do love the lipstick. yeah, sí me gustó. It's orangey. I just don't know. I think this is gonna be, I'm gonna wear it more often. Normally in fall, I like to keep like my lips nude. If I do like a dark color, it's normally like the dark burgundy or brownish. But unless like I feel like it's a vibe. But today it was just more natural. But thank you so much for watching me. And if you haven't followed us, don't forget to follow us. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube, Twitch, please do. You can find all the social media on our link. Also, if you just want to come back and get the product I normally use, you can go to the storefront or go to the links or DM me. I will do my best to get to those messages because sometimes TikTok hide them from me, you know, or YouTube. So the best way is just to go to the storefront or look on the videos on TikTok, which I normally show the product that I'm showing, but or ask me on this live, to be honest. So that will be the best. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias. Los veo. I think we're gonna come back Friday. I'm kind of like setting the schedule for November and December to be more consistent, especially yeah. So mornings are working for me. I don't know if I should do, I will let you know. 9 días. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do 10 a.m. Pacific time or 11 a.m. Pacific time. Because I do wanna get the Pacific time too. Anyways, love you. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye. Bye TikTok. Okay, okay, 7 and okay, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you so much for watching us. Let me see. Okay, I haven't checked the chat. Let me see. Okay, no, yeah, I don't know about that. How's it going? Hi. Okay, well, thank you so much. If you haven't followed, don't forget to follow us and subscribe too. And let me know on any comments what is it that you would like to see more on the Get Ready's lives, especially for the fall. I am honestly excited about the holidays. One of my favorite part about the holidays are the makeup, because I think that's the only season that you can go all full on, especially on October. I mean, especially on the last 3 months of the month. October, you get like Halloween month, right? So it's like Halloween makeup, and then November it's like more like fall makeup for Thanksgiving and what else, like other dinners that you may have for the outfit. I don't know, I think it's like more makeup on. And then December you have like the holiday, Christmas, New Year. So it's definitely one of my favorite seasons because I get to, it's all about the glam. Starting in October, November, December, January, February, just, I mean, you will get ready for like Valentine's Day, and then March for what? St. Patrick, but I normally don't celebrate St. Patrick. And yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's the season to glow. Anyways, if you haven't checked our shop, don't forget to go to the storefront. We just recently launched our reusable cotton bamboo wipes. You get 2, and they are actually designed for your face. As you can see, they're pretty big, and they're really unique because they're double fiber, and they're really stretchy, they're washable, durable. I love them. So if you want to support us, get them today. It's on our link right there, and I will see you next time. Bye.